All right, guys, this is going to come to a complete and utter shock to most of you that I can screw up. I was trying to do something cool with my editing software, and I basically erased turn 6 and turn 7. So I am a horrible human being. I'm going to go from right to left and try to do a brief synopsis of what happened. And I hope I get all this right. The two British brigades that were located here and here, one successfully attacked and took this built-up area. The Hanoverians held out against another attack from the French and actually forced them to retreat, 2 battalions. There was another counterattack from this brigade, took the last built-up area and destroyed the French battalion that was there, which kind of faltered the brigade. And then this British brigade moved forward, shoved them back even farther, and then destroyed dispersed their 2 artillery sections. So that's what happened with that section. British cavalry did launch an attack and they got knocked back. The British King's German Legion, the Hanoverian brigades here had lost a fight to this French brigade and got pushed back here, got faltered. I think they're good now. They're following commands. The cavalry is still demoralized. That French brigade has lost 2 line battalions plus an artillery battery section. So they are also demoralized. They got to take a falter check here in turn 8. These guys did not move. They're I have to reread the rules on the cavalry. With the cavalry sitting here, they're almost screening them. I don't think infantry can attack cavalry, so they can probably just sit there and shoot them. That's about it. Guard moved up, did a forwards order. These guys recovered. That's one of the battalions from the Italian brigade. They got hammered by British artillery guns and got forced to retreat in a discipline check where I rolled as awesome as always. A British Guard is basically slowly being surrounded. They're the last holdouts here. The Vistula Legion and the French cavalry have attacked and wiped out or pushed back a British... they wiped out one British brigade here and forced another one into a rout, which ended up back here, and they're still faltered. British guns are turning to face this direction. This is where the threat is, and we've got this enveloping sandwich around the British Guard, which isn't it's not going to be a healthy outcome for them. And I think that's it. I want to go see if this software thing was editing software was a mistake or not, or if this was a human error, which I'm highly likely it is. So I will go back and try that, and we'll go from there. All right, so this will be turn 8 when we get back. I'm sorry that I lost 2 turns. They were pretty good. There were some good attacks. That French cavalry just destroyed a British unit. Vistula Legion, led by the Young Guard, attacked and destroyed a battalion as well. And yeah, now it's just the British Guard, who really hadn't been involved in many General Day Armée battles, are now basically the only thing standing between the French and Lisbon. So yeah, we'll go from there, and hopefully all this will all work, and we'll get you turn 8 here in a minute. All right, turn 8 ADCs. British has 7, and that's not going to help. Oh, that's like terrible. French have 8 ADC attempts. It's not as bad as that last one from the British. The British are going to put their only 2 ADCs on a brigade reroll and a ADC penalty for a faltering brigade. The French are going to put a ADC reroll and a falter penalty on that one. There's 2 of theirs. They'll put a forwards tasking to the Guard, which is going to be more likely a backwards tasking, because they're going to do an about face and try to engage these gentlemen. And we're also going to get a brigade reroll and a forwards down here. I ran out of ADC, so just a forwards, no reroll there. So that'll be the 6 French. All right, Merrill is up first with his falter check. Can he keep it together? Ooh. It will rally and stay hesitant, so that's good. I know if I try to re-roll that, I will get a 1, so I'm just going to stay right there with the 4. Top, we got Houdet de Bière. Got to figure out something for him to do. He's following orders. Marchand. Is he still here? He's right here. He's got his 2 battalions and his artillery battery. Good. Mermet in 4th Brigade. He's up now. No reroll, I forgot. 5th Brigade's Lazon. He's good. 6th Brigade is Michel. He's rock solid. He's got a forwards order. Palambini, my boy. Oh, he's good. Let's see what Solignac can do. He's rock solid. So just 1 hesitant for the French. Spencer's over in town. He's rock solid. 2nd Brigade is gone. 3rd Brigade is Picton down there on the pushed off the redoubt. He's good. 4th Brigade is gone. 5th Brigade is Leith with a falter check and a reroll. There are only ADCs available. Oh yes, following commands. Ford with the guard. Oh, Wallace, sorry. He's down there. He's down there pushing over the bridge. He's rock solid. And then we'll go right on to Crawford. He gets a reroll for being a superior commander, an excellent commander. And he still can't do it. Stewart's a demoralized commander, so it's got to see what he can do. He didn't get it either. -1 for the French, -2 for the British on initiative. Oh, the British rocking it. Wallace was in range to launch a charge versus the demoralized French brigade. We'll see how that goes. And we'll see the French charges. Lazon's brigade, led by the Young Guard Voltigeurs, charge in against the flank of the, I guess the Coldstream Guard. That's charge number 1. Then you've got the Garde à Cheval charging in against artillery. They're going to be supported by just 2 squadrons, not enough room for the Lancers and the Cuirassiers. Palambini has led the Italians against the 2 battalions of the 1st Guard. And that's it for the French for charges. So 3 charges. Again, we'll do the British charge first. In this charge, the British are even and the French are -2. Oh, yeah, -2. -3, sorry, my fault. Lots of casualties. Okay. French have 3 support, the British only have 2. French re-roll their 1. Oh, no they don't, they only have 1 support. Excuse me, I forgot they only have 2. So used to them being all there. Okay, they end up with a 7, which will go down to a 4. The British will have 2 chances to beat their 3. Which, first one's a failure. Second one is a failure. Win by 2 and get melee with Elan, and the French will get melee unformed. The French closing fire because I suck. We'll just do that real quick while they're there. Shot does 1 casualty. I got some minuses on this one. That'll do 1 casualty too. In this charge, the French will be +2 and the British will be -1. Ugh. They didn't have to worry about closing fire this time because it was from the flank. So, yay, I didn't screw up. We have 3 supports. First one. That's great. We'll do a second one. Oh. Third one. Can I roll a 1 forever? Oh, I got a 2, so I guess I beat the trend. French end up with an 8. British have 1 reroll of a 2. Ooh, that's very good. And they'll go to an 8 and draw. Big victory for the British. Alright, so chance for just a firefight, a volley. Brickashaw. The British are going to use the tactic that never works, but I'm going to use it anyway because they can. They will, since they stop the charge with a volley, they will turn and countercharge. Now, since the French just charged, I don't know. I doubt they'll get to shoot. That's what that's it. Sorry, they just discharged their muskets a minute ago. So here comes the Coldstream Guard. Both sides are +2, but the British get no support, so it's got to be a big roll. Oh, I'll give it. That's a crack, so I'm going to re-roll that one. They're going to get lucky. Borderline double 1 there. I love an underdog. They get a 10. French going to start eating up support. There's a good start. At least it's a draw. I think I might just stop there and not take a chance. All right, they're going to get a volley then too. The French will stop their countercharge. Volley. And do nada. At least they're facing the right direction now. All right, time for Palombini's charge. This is a +1 versus a +1 since of the casualties. Okie doke. Brits just have 1 support trying to beat their 2. Okay. French are gonna we got 3 supports. Oh, it's going great so far. Ooh. We'll get a melee with Elan versus a melee unformed for the 3 French battalions against 2 British Guard battalions. Whoops, focus. You don't have to go to the optometrist. You're good. All 3 British artillery sections will fire closing fire on the Garde de Cheval. Canister time. The Guard cavalry is up to 7 casualties now, and they got a discipline check. And we have 1 fatigue casualty for one of the artillery pieces. It's a big one. A -1 discipline check for the Guard. Oh, they make it. Oh, they go in for the charge. +2 versus -2 here. All right. Artillery can support other artillery, so here's one. Oh, nice. French have 2 supports. They'll try to beat a 3. One more chance. All right. Add this up. 15 versus an 8. French cavalry rides down the artillery brigade and crushes them into the ground and occupies the ground. They probably could keep charging on, but that's like an impassable. All their horses would die against the bricks up there, so they'll have to turn around and come back this way. Victory. Now the charge phase, we'll go ahead and do the movement phase with British movement first. This British brigade has put their guys into maximum firepower. They left the center brigade battalion alone, but the other 2 have both moved out to bring their guns to bear on the cavalry. So they're going to hit them with a good British volley. Oh, sorry. This Guard brigade is going to swivel to go behind the other one. I haven't done that yet. And then the Hanoverians have moved up the hill with the King's German Legion, and they've deployed their skirmishers to protect their rear. That's about it. The rest of the movement's kind of clogged up over the bridge. And we'll go on to the French movement after I move this British Guard battalion. See what the Imperial Guard's movement bonus is. Nice. Houdet de Bière has moved forward to get ready for next turn to charge the Hanoverians and the King's German Legion. The French brigade has moved up to take the place. That's Marchand to take the place of where Michel's brigade is turned and advanced like a beast towards the British breakthrough. Try to secure the French line of retreat or supply line, whatever they need to do. And then that British brigade pivoted. I think that's it. All right, we'll do the firing phase. Or you get a superior British volley into them. They did not move. You have 6 casualties though, so that's -1. Ooh, nice. Hammered up to 11 casualties. 2 inferior volleys from the British, and then if they can do 1 casualty, the guard will be dispersed. That guard units can take 15 casualties, so they got to get 4 more on them. Next inferior volley -1. They earned themselves the scarlet letter. Barrage. They choked under pressure. 2 fire disciplines. French guns will engage the British at effective range with their in cover. That could suck. Forgot to shoot the British skirmishers at those cannons first. Let's see if they can wipe them out. Oh, nice, 2 more casualties. They're up to 3. I think they're both going to hold fire. Nobody wants a fire discipline. But the French guns can fire across at the Hanoverians. Okay. Hanoverians take a casualty. And then I think it's melee time. We'll start over here. 3 British battalions with Elan. Ooh, wow. 2 unformed French battalions with some casualties. Oh, that's really good for them. British will do 5, French will do 2, or 3, sorry. So the British will win by 2. British take the ground, form into line, and prepare for the guard. Oh, that's nice. Hopefully I can get these guys out of the town to support them. They're going to need some help. All right, last melee is the Italians versus the guard. Italians have Elan. 3 battalions versus 2. See what they can do. Italians. Let's see if they whiffed or not. Remember if I mentioned that the French brigade was too close to the edge when they retreated off the map, so that brigade got annihilated. That's why they were able to take the room. The Italians did not whiff. They got 8 hits, so the Brits have got to hit with like everything to get it to keep this close. And they didn't hit with everything. By 6, they do 2. The Italians do 8. Oh, the guard has to rout. They take their casualties. Italians take a couple casualties, literally. The brigade falters. Those units are still there. Doesn't make a good turn 9. That's the end of turn 8. Went pretty well for somebody. For a couple guys, not for everybody. But yeah, still a good fight. It's kind of neat that the British have punched through there. And just I don't know if the guard can hold up against this much firepower. Okay, we'll see in turn 9. I did forget one inconsequential shooting. So these skirmishers are going to fire at that brigade lead battalion. All right, 1 casualty. All right, turn 9, ADCs. British have 7. French have 7 too. That's a little better for the British. And a 7 for the French. Both sides have 5 ADCs to work with. The French are doing a forwards and a brigade re-roll on the guard, and they're doing a forwards order on that brigade to try to catch them from behind. Give a little sandwich action. Hopefully the cavalry will be demoralized so they don't get killed by them. Yeah, I think. Oh, and then we got the ADC and the re-roll for the faltering battalion for the British, and they did a forwards order on the unit inside the town to come on out and support this brigade. 2nd Brigade's toast. 3rd Brigade. I should have put lines for this crap. They're good. 4th Brigade is gone. 5th Brigade is Leith. He's good. 6th Brigade is Wallace. Oh, sadness. Forgot Wallace does have a reroll. God bless him. He does good. And Crawford. This is a rules question I'll put out to the community. An excellent commander, you usually don't get a reroll, 2 rerolls, but if you're an excellent commander and you do a brigade reroll, you technically get 3. So I'm going with it. We'll see what happens. And this is for faltering brigade. So that's horrible. So we're not going to kick that. That's just as horrible. This is the big roll here. This is where Steve shines. Oh, I didn't use my usual crap. They're going to follow commands. And then if Stewart does anything, it's a miracle. He's a demoralized brigade. Oh, it's a miracle! All the British units are active. Let's do the Frenchies. General Merrill and 1st Brigade are annihilated, so we'll go right on to 2nd Brigade. Nice. 3rd Brigade, they're kind of, they've been hurting since like turn 2. They're still going strong though. 4th Brigade is Mermet. I gotta see if that's a reroll or not. A reroll, so they're hesitant over there against, they were going to just sneak attack in the forwards order into the back of the King's German Legion, but that's not happening because he's confused. Loison is next. Oh no. Michelle's got 2 rerolls. Good. Well, that was the second one. I got one more. Take that, Saga. An excellent commander. Paying off. Nice. That worked out. He's got a forwards order. Probably going to put a charge in if he can reach it. Palambini, my boy. Oh. Solignac. Oh no. -4 for the French, nothing for the British. Do they still win it? British win that by a mile. They had like an 8. And I think the French ended with a 0. All right, so British will go first. The Guard will charge the hesitant Polish and French company and Swiss. The British cavalry that actually could move went and attacked the side. They're not in the flank, but they're attacking the side battalion here and pulling these guys in as a support. Then the Hanoverians hit this front lead battalion and pulled them in. So it'll be a 2-on-2 and then a 2-on-2. The French are going to stay in attack column to go against the cavalry. And I think that's it for British charge, excuse me. Let's see if I'm going to see how many inches it is for the French, if they can pull off that charge. That's a long way. That might not happen. French can't reach that. The rest of their stuff's hesitant. They can't. French have no charges this turn. What a nightmare. All right, let's do the British charges. Both sides are +3. And they both have 1 support. Okay, nice rolling. Cavalry's got to take a chance. Oh, nice. Infantry can't take a chance of rolling low. They're going to have to melee with Elan versus the cavalry. All right, we'll get 2 battalions of closing fire from the French. 8 and a 4. Fire discipline and a chance for a half casualty. I guess they do 2 casualties in a discipline check on the Hanoverians. Little discipline check. Ooh, unformed. French are even, Hanoverians are -2. Ooh. 1 support. That's not going to get it done. They're going to lose by 5. Brigade falls back, retires. They're unformed, and they go up to 4 casualties. All right. What was the other hand-to-hand we had? Or is that it? Oh, we had this one. Sorry. Closing fire. Closing fire by the 3 front battalions of Lazons. The purple dice will be the casualty dice for the elite Young Guard. Oh, good rolling. 3 chances for half casualty. Oh, just 1. Raj ends up doing 8 casualties. They go up to 9. They get blasted. Coldstream Guard. Take that, suckers. Check +1. I freaking love it. +2 for the French, +1 for the Brits. It's gonna reroll their 2. Oh, nice. You're gonna reroll their crap dice. That's still crap. They got 2 more. Oh, they love 2s. They can't beat 2s. There'll be another 2 or a 1. Oh, 3. That's still sad. British are going to win by 2. Wow, good pullout. They will melee with Elan, and the French will melee unformed. We'll do movement phase. British moving first. Spencer's moving, boys. Movement bonus. If I can speak English. Oh, that's not better. Movement bonus for the French Guard. Not bad. That's gotta be terrifying. But the Brits did a good job of forming up. And then British Guard is deployed out the side. The French cannons ran away. They moved. The other French cannons moved. So they won't be shooting this turn. Unless they have a mass, they won't be shooting. And then, yeah. All right, we'll get at it. Shooting time. We're gonna have British units firing on the Guard over there. That didn't move. Skirmishers shooting out all over the place over there. Skirmishers shooting there. What else we got? Artillery's not firing this turn. They're already in melee. These guys will be firing. And these guys will be shooting. These guys will be shooting. And then all 3 of these British lines will be firing superior volleys into the French cavalry, just sitting there. Solignac decided to take a break. Probably not the greatest idea. He could do better than that. Come on, Solignac. All right, volleys into the British cavalry. We'll start from, we'll go from top to bottom here. Oh, they have 2 with fire discipline. I forgot about that. So they're going to be inferior volleys. I forgot they screwed up last turn. Still got to shoot inferior volleys. All right, the Guard's at 13 casualties with a discipline check. 2 for being elite. I think this is just even. Ooh, they go unformed. The other fire discipline 1 first. 1 casualty. Oh, they aren't gonna get it. They'll keep their fire discipline. All comes down to the brave lads of the 69th. Make ready, fire! I think that'll do it. It does 3 casualties and a discipline check, and to disperse the Garde de Cheval de Imperial. Break out the falter marker for Solignac. two inferior guard volleys into the artillery. The blue dice are their casualty dice. All right, the blue dice are their casualty dice. Artillery batteries one casualty away from dispersing. British rifles can take advantage of that, use their long range, and fire across. This is the guard skirmish screen, so they have 5 dice, being 69th. Smoked them, they're done. Falters and demoralizes 3rd Brigade. So they've been in deep crap for a while, but just kind of got ignored. But their artillery just got picked off for their 3rd, basically battalion they'll lose of their 5. Skirmish basers fire at those guys. Just 1 casualty. Big old skirmish battle in here. Skirmish on skirmish. Base. Screen, sorry. They do 1. Second screen at the same target. Ooh. So 4, and they'll do a discipline check. Remove 2 skirmish bases, which will remove the screen and falter the battalion. Oh, Lanta. And both of these line battalions will fire superior British volleys into the old guard. They'll both take -1s for casualties. Okay. Guard will take 2 from that one. Oh, wow. It's up to 6 casualties. Take a +1 discipline check. Okay, they'll do it fine. French skirmish screen will fire back at the British. 1 casualty. Blows away a skirmish screen. French are going to hold off shooting in a lot of places with their line. They don't want to take fire disciplines. Yeah, all the rest of them couldn't get their screens up front because of the hesitant orders. That could be it for the French. That's pretty pathetic. Alright, so we got 2 melee with Alans. British cavalry and the British Guard. Alright, 1st Royal Dragoons slamming into these Frenchies. Don't choke like last time. Played it better than last time. Infantry only, they might not win this unless they get all 5s and 6s. They get 3. Those 2 infantry units will disperse, faltering the brigade. Oh, brutal. They will cavalry will split 3 casualties. They'll take the ground. Holy crap, what a turn. Another faltered French brigade. Was that 3rd one so far? Royal Dragoons and the Queen's Own Hussars take the ground. Oh, brutal. Alright, last melee with Elan. Be close with 2 elite units against, well, 3 units and 2 of which are elite. Even though these guys have Elan, it's going to be ugly. Alright, here we go. Here's the British coming in hard. Let's hope they didn't choke. Choked, only 3 hits. Here comes the French. So check it out. Guard units have to retreat, faltering the unit. The Guard Brigade is faltered again. Lazon moved up and occupied the ground. He's got his skirmishers out front. Oh, they're just getting seesaw back and forth battle here. These guys are all over the place. Okay. Yeah. That's the end of turn 9. Great turn for the British overall. Amazing. Faltering units all over the place. And turn 10 should be beautiful.
Alright, turn 10, the turn of destiny. French will have 7 ADC rolls, the British will have 6. Here we go. And that blows. 6 rolls for the British. Alright. The French have 2 ADCs and 4 faltering brigades, so they are just going to get a chance to save 2 of these brigades. Oh gosh, that's tough. Okay, I'll do it. The British will do a falter and a re-roll
on the guard brigade, and they will give a forwards and a brigade order to that rear brigade behind the main line about to hit the guard. So they're going to do, and the French are going to give a brigade re-roll to the Solignac's cavalry brigade, and Mermet's brigade. I looked to see, I couldn't remember his name for a second. He's the most intact brigade, so they will lose. This brigade, Hubert de Bière, will shatter, and so will that brigade there, which they were demoralized anyway. Alright, I'll clear them out of the way. I think they could stick around longer, but we're getting into like the 57th hour of this game, so getting a little bit too long. Alright. So the French have lost Merrill's 1st Brigade, Hubert de Bière's 2nd Brigade, Marchand's 3rd Brigade. They do have Mermet's 4th Brigade, so let's see if they're following orders. This is a falter check. No reroll. Ooh, I think he sticks around. He goes hesitant, but he's still here. Didn't have any routed units to blow apart. Loison is next. Nice. I think it's Michel is next. Nice. Palambini. He's great, and this is a falter check for Solignac. And he'll do the same thing. He'll go hesitant. Spencer's up first. He's got a forwards order and a reroll if he screws it up. He doesn't worry about that. I can't remember if Hill's still here or not. I think he's gone. 2nd Brigade have retired. Picton's up next with what's left of his brigade. He's good. I know Cole is gone. Leith is still here. He's up on the hill. Nice. Wallace is standing up to the guard. He's good. And here comes the falter check for Crawford. Oh, he'll do. He'll follow commands. And Stewart's demoralized, so. Oh, but he's good. Amazing. For initiative, the Brits will be even and the French will be -2. Looks like oh, it's gonna be a tie. It's a tie. Do it again. Touchdown. Do it again. And the French will win it. We get 2 charges. We get the 1st Royal Dragoons charging to the rear of the Carbineers, supported by the Queen's Own Hussars. I gotta see, they were only about 6 inches away, so I'm not sure if they can react to that. And then the Old Guard Chasseurs lead the charge into the British. Horrible camera work, sorry about that. We'll get some closing fire over there. Charge was within 9 inches, so there's no chance for them to react. So they're going to take it in the rear quarter. British will be +1. The Carbineers will be -5. Decent roll for the Carbineers. British have 1 support, so they'll re-roll there too. Oh, that could be it. British will win by 6. Brutality. The Carbineers will rout and take 1 to 6 casualties. They disperse. They can't take that many. 1st Royal Dragoons will leave it at that. And they'll falter Solignac again. And now we'll go on to the charge of the Old Guard Chasseurs. Firing at the Old Guard as they close in. That's terrible. Not terrible enough to do 1 casualty. +2 versus -1. Oh my gosh. Oh, great rolls for both.
British have 3 attempts to beat a 4. They're gonna have to go for it, otherwise they're gonna get blown off the map. Oh, nice. Be melee with Elan for the old guard. We'll get back to that. See what the forward's bonus is for Spencer's brigade. Terrible.
So Lazon and Palombini have closed in on the guard, who have set up for their last stand. They got a lot of casualties, the guard. They've been fighting left and fighting right. The British lines have closed in on the cavalry. Spencer has moved to flank. And I think that's all that could move. Oh, these guys could move. Alright, these guys are going to rotate and face the other guys. And there's that final move I didn't show you earlier. Because I hadn't done it yet. Duh. So we got basically 4 separate battles going on. Almost, it's crazy. Got one over there in the corner. Got this little standoff over here. Got this pretty heavy duty assault going on over here. And then cavalry and infantry versus the French cavalry, which can't get their act together. Oh, all right. Let's get on to shooting. British are going to hold off shooting because they moved. And then we're going to get down to this nitty gritty down here. Skirmishers firing at the French skirmishers. Oh, French go first. Sorry, French skirmishers firing at the British skirmishers.
All right, French skirmishers firing. Nada. Skirmishers firing back. We'll just take care of business while we're here. Nada.
These 2 Italian lines will fire inferior rounds at these gentlemen here.
Oh. Fire discipline, a chance for half a casualty. No casualty.
Guard pivoted, so they will fire an inferior volley at the lead Italian column.
Like minus a bunch because they're casualties. They get a chance for half a casualty. Well, they do.
Little skirmish battle over here.
Skirmishers fire. Ooh, and a discipline check. Nice. Check. Oh, I think they fall back, right?
And then these skirmishers will fire at these British, at the French here.
1 casualty for them. All right, this is where you see the guard shine. They are elite. They are in attack column. They've got melee with Elan. They have very few casualties. They are going to throw about a bazillion dice in this hand-to-hand. So here comes the Death Star. Have to rock this hard to French got 7.
Seven versus 3. Guard does what the guard does. They crush the British. They're forced back, take lots of casualties. They rout. They falter the brigade. This is the last battalion that was not left in the combat. So, brutality. And that's the end of turn 10.
Turn 11, ADCs. Oh. The French are down to 5 ADCs after that terrible ADC rolls last turn. Okay.
All right, the French are doing a falter penalty and a brigade reroll on their cavalry. And then they're putting 2 ADCs into initiative. They're going to try to win initiative big time. The British are doing a falter penalty and an ADC reroll on their broken brigade. And then they are putting glory on that brigade and that brigade. So, okay, let's get it.
Let's do Spencer. Okay, he's good. He gets his glory off. Picton. He's good. I think Leith is up next. He's good. Wallace is the falter check. Ooh, gotta think about that. I'm gonna stick with the rally. I can't. Let's just for fun see what I got if I'd have re-rolled, but I am sticking with the rally. Oh, I would have been burned, but too bad. I went with it. Crawford. He's good too, and he has a glory. Stewart with the demoralized brigade, and he continues to be demoralized. Mermet in 4th Brigade. Nice. Lazon. That's big. Michelle. He's good. Palombini. All right, and now here's the big one. Solignac. Ooh, I'm gonna stick with that too. I'm gonna be hesitant with him as well. Both -2, but the French did 2 ADCs for initiative, so they will be even, and the British will be -2. Oh, and it pays off. The French win. French pull off 3 charges down here against the Hanoverians and the King's German Legion. The guard wheels and slams into Hanoverians. It's anti-Hanoverian Day. Oh, it's a hate crime. I don't like it. And then the Italians go crossfoot and go into the Coldstream Guard, who have 11 casualties. All right, let's see where it goes from there. First up, the Hanoverians will fire closing fire against these attacking suckers and split them up between, basically the 3 of them. Nice roll. -1, a discipline check for these gentlemen. Oh, they're veterans, so it'll be an even discipline check for these guys. Oh, they make it. It'll be 0 for the French and -1 for the Hanoverians. Oh, they both sucked. 3 supports, try to re-roll their 1. Mucho and Pruvo. They'll re-roll their 3 too, see if they can beat that. Oh, they're gonna stay there and keep their save. Just see what happens. They got 1 left if they need it. King's German Legion will roll their support. Okay. Right now they win by 2, which will be melee with Elan. They'll stick with that instead of screwing it up. +1 for the Italians and even for the guard, thanks to all their casualties. Scrap all that. Let's do closing fire too from the British first, and then supporting fire from the 2 French units, which I forgot to do over here. Ah, I'll do that now. What are they called? Poor, whatever the crappy volley is. And a half effect too. A 6 and a 7. This is for half a casualty on the Hanoverians. Oh, they got them both. 2 British Guard units fire at the tines as they come in. The green will be the casualty dice. Oh, nice. Discipline check on the Italians. I love it. 2 Italian flanking battalions both fire inferior volleys at half effect. Everyone over there is going to have a fire superiority at the end of this one. 6 and 6. I might get 1 casualty out of there, or half. 2 chances for half a casualty. They get 1. Charge. The the Italians are +1, and the British are even. Try to beat their 3. Ooh, that's good. Try to beat their 2. They got 2 more. Holy cow. Oh, what a save! Oh, it was a 1 there, just slid out. Nice. That's going to be a melee with Elan over there for the Italians.
What a mess.
Hanoverians get their closing fire with a combat dice. That's terrible. Fire discipline. 2 flanking French guard units will fire inferior volleys, but their guards will get killing dice, or sorry, what are they called? Casualty dice. Killing dice. Killing dice. Oh gosh. It's for half casualty. They don't get it. Hanoverians will take 3 casualty and do a even discipline check after that volley. Oh no. They're going to retreat off the board. The guard had enough excess room to reach the next unit, which will be unformed as the Hanoverians retreat through them. Oh, what a mess. +3 for the French, -2 for the Hanoverians. French will re-roll their 3. That's not very exciting. Re-roll their 4. Try one more time. Yeah, back to where they were. Alright, they'll stay there. In a 9 versus a 7, it'll be melee with Elan for the guard. Shooting wise, we'll have some Lazans skirmishers and the guard skirmishers shooting at each other. We get 1 casualty on the British. Shoot back at the French. Oh, 2 in a discipline check. Discipline check. I think they just are blown to pieces. Lazan's skirmishers retreat, fall back behind the main body. They did lose a skirmisher base from the casualties, and they inflicted some casualties on the guard skirmish line. French guard skirmish line will fire on that lone battalion sitting by itself. One casualty. They are 1 casualty away from dispersing. Woo! Nobody fired on the 32nd. They're going to go. I totally forgot when these guys rallied, all the routing units dispersed. I thought these guys retreated for a second in my head. So all 3 of these battalions run away, leaving Wallace with a demoralized brigade. Got to read the fine print on those rules. Oh gosh. The rally, you know, when you hear the word rally, you're like, oh, that's great. And not if you've got 3 of your 4 units are already in a routing condition, so then it's not so great. They run away. All right, so let's do these melee with Elans. I think this might be the end unless something insane happens, like the guard gets completely destroyed, and these guys get completely destroyed, and the Italians get completely destroyed. Okay, but that'll be the end of it all. Down here with a melee with Elan against melee unformed, 3 units against 2, and these guys have all kinds of casualties. If you're playing this game and you're playing French and you're in an attack column, you get these melee with Elans. Yeah, it's nice. Here's the Frenchy French. Oh, it's attacking back. French do 7, Germans do 1 casualty. Hanoverians, we routed off the map. Actually, this unit will disperse. Oh, yeah. These guys will disperse and the other one will be really hammered, but they'll run away. So that brigade is blown to heck. Brigade is gone, and it's a victory for the French there. It's not looking good. There's 1 of the 3. We'll do the guard last. We'll do the British guard against the Italians now. Okay, here come the Italians. Kind of choked. They get 5. Here come the guard. It's in reach. I don't think they did it. 2, they're going to rout off the table. That unit will implode. Man, British Guard really got to fight, though. It was kind of nice. They fought everybody. They were against like 3 brigades at one point there, and they almost came out on top. They stayed together to the very end. That's pretty awesome.
They did a lot of casualties. It's basically over now, but the British, these 3 line battalions will all unload into the Lancers just because I forgot to shoot them. So let's see if they can do some revenge killing. There are 3 superior British volleys. Go out with a bang, not a whimper, baby. I think they went out with a whimper. Fire disciplines and like 2 casualties. I was hoping for something huge. Here comes the Death Star, the guard in melee with Elan. Oh. British striking back. Guard got 7. Oh no. So they get blown off the map and they're toast. Ah, so sad. And that's basically gonna be it. Yes, they'll have nothing left. A cavalry squadron is demoralized, brigade, and this brigade up here. This will be enough to escort Wellington back to Lisbon and try to figure out what the heck's going on. I did like the fight, the fact that, I mean, it looked like the British were out of it and they were done. And they made a heck of a amazing, Wallace and what's his name, made an amazing counterattack into town, took it back, which was an amazing fight. I really enjoyed that. Fortunately, that did get deleted, but it was a good fight. Pushed them back across the river, wiped out that brigade, you know, made a stand, tried to outflank the guard, but the guard was just too much. They took too many casualties on the way through. One of those brigades was actually still had started the game with 4 casualties from the last battle still. So they were already, you know, with 1 foot in the grave. The British cavalry got eliminated quickly with some stupidity, and this, you know, they had the demoralized brigade, but they were still able to get 2 key crucial attacks and ended up wiping out another, actually wiped out almost 2 British brigades themselves, I mean French brigades themselves. And the British Guard was amazing. These guys held out. I mean, they got knocked all over the place, but they were able to hold out and do a lot of damage to the cavalry. That last shot was pretty much pathetic, but it was close. It was close. So yeah, that's it. Hope it was great. Sorry to release it in 2 parts. I'll get this one out here in a minute, and I'm going to put the 28mm up for a little while. I'm going to basically paint the table in half. On the right side, I'm going to have a drop fleet commander battlefield over here, and then I'm going to do some Star Wars Armada over here, and just tiddlywinks, do a little bit of just easy fun stuff. And then in the background, I'm going to be painting 6mm. I'm going to go all in on that. But this will give me something to, at least so I can war game, just so I'm not mindlessly painting 6mm for the next month. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping I can get into a good groove and just crank out these 6mm guys. I did pretty good for that couple days, and then I just kind of felt it faded off, and I really just got the hankering to go back and play Napoleonics. So that's it. Hope it was good, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. And we'll talk to you soon. See you guys. Bye.